Welcome to Spotlight. I'm Terry Harrington, and I'll be speaking with John Johns, Aurelio Pena, and Scott Detto. Today's show is sponsored by Blue Water Area Transit. Well, gentlemen, first of all, welcome to Spotlight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here we are in April, great time of the year. That means it's fishing season, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yes, it is.
So you guys have organized something new for the fishermen in the area for this year. Tell us about that.
We've got the Kings of Spring tournament going on. It's this weekend, April 12th. A lot of boats. It's a salmon tournament based here in Port Huron. And the proceeds from the tournament go to a local charity here, the Mid-City Nutrition Program, the Soup Kitchen. We've been doing this for a couple years now.
Great. Kings of Spring, that kind of a catchy name, I think.
Yeah, just we're sitting on the back of a boat one day and we started talking about a tournament and that name came up and here we are.
Okay. How can, I know we're getting close to the tournament, which is Saturday. What can people do to still get into this tournament and have some fun?
I think coming down on Saturday, just watch the weigh-in, help support, donate there, even just helping at Mid-City Nutrition, just volunteer there.
Whereabouts, you said come down to Port Huron, whereabouts is the tournament being held?
It's going to be held at the Port Huron Yacht Club.
Okay, that's good. Sailboats and fishing, that's a good combination, right?
Yeah, sailboats are not in the water yet, so they're up on the hard, but, that gives us the run of the marina. We will have a tent in the parking lot there, just in case some bad weather comes in, and there'll be food down there. Smoke in the Water will be providing food. There's going to be some raffle prizes that could be won. You don't have to be in the tournament to win that. There'll be a kids table there too for some kids prizes.
Okay. If you wanted to bring a boat, got your boat in the water already, you want to come out and do some fishing, what does it cost to enter the tournament?
The tournament's $250 to enter. $25 that goes straight into the proceeds for the soup kitchen. The rest of that goes towards the tournament events, and then whatever's remaining at the end goes to the soup kitchen. You can come down Friday night, captain's meeting at the Yacht Club, Port Huron Yacht Club, 212 Croix Street. You can come in there, you can sign up, and that's how it gets started.
What kind of rules are there for a tournament like this?
We have a rod max rule, 10 rods max. There's a box you got to be in for the start of the event. You can't just slip away early in the morning. There's a cooler check before we take off and then head out. There's a staging area before we start the event. And other than that, there's no boundaries except for you can't fish in the Black River.
There you go. And how is our salmon fishery locally?
Yes, it's coming back. The fishery's been pretty steady. Not huge numbers like it was back in the 80s and when I started in 2000, right when it crashed. But the salmon are here.
Good. What about if somebody brings in a few walleye? Because I know they're kind of biting out there right now too. Yeah.
So we do have an additional prize for the tournament. Biggest walleye will win, I believe, a rod and I think there's a cash prize as well. So that it is bonus fish, so keep it and put it in the cooler.
Any age limits?
Nope.
So kids can come with dad and have fun with them? And
Yep. Yeah, we'll sign the waiver that we have at the captain's meeting, and the captains are ultimately responsible for everybody on the boat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Any idea how many boats you have registered? And how many you hope to have registered by the time we're on the water?
This year, just the way it's going, if the weather cooperates, I'm guessing we're going to be around 50 boats if the weather cooperates. Last year we were in the 30s, but we had some pretty bad winds last year. It was a blizzard at times that day.
Michigan.
Boats fishing in blizzards.
It's still snowing.
So it really weather dependent here, but we're hoping for 50 this year.
Do you have any guys from Canada come over and participate?
Yes, we do.
Because I've seen a lot of the boats I've seen have been in the Canadian side waters already, so it's good to see that we're doing that. But this is just kind of the harbinger, the beginning of fishing tournaments around the area, isn't it?
Yes, so this tournament, we kick off the season here with the Kings of Spring. Normally we would be a week later with this tournament, but Easter has us, we bumped up a week. The last Saturday of April is always the Salmon Stakes right here in Port Huron, and then the Can-to-Can tournament the weekend after. And then we have the Lexington tournament later on in May.
Great. So if you like to fish, Like to be a little competitive?
Yeah.
Lots of
Great
fishing.
opportunity to come out, right?
Yep, lots
So-
of fishing.
So what time is do you have to be registered and on the water and ready to go on Saturday?
Well, the captain's meeting Friday nights where you register, and that's 212 Quay Street, Port Huron Yacht Club. About 5:15 or so, we'll start signing people up. Once we get everybody signed up, and then we'll kind of go over rules, any questions that people have, some of the safety things to think about, especially getting up through the river in the morning time. And then next morning, cooler check will start around 5:30 in the morning. They'll go around, check boats, check lockers, check coolers, and then head out. And it's a shotgun start at 6:30.
Great. And what time's weigh-in?
Boats have to be back into the Black River by 2:30. And then usually half hour, 45 minutes to get things staged, and then we'll get going. So the weigh-in itself will start about 3:15, 3:30 in that range.
So for us landlubbers, that's time to be there, right?
Actually, when the boats are coming in.
It's exciting to
Really,
see,
yeah, down on the boats, people are getting their stuff. There's a lot of energy on the docks when the boats are coming in.
That's good.
A lot of energy.
Cool. If somebody would like some more information about the Kings of Spring tournament coming up this weekend, where can they get some more information?
It's kingsofspringtournament.com and also on the Facebook page, Kings of Spring.
Great. Well, guys, we wish you well.
All right, thank
Hope you have a good weather and have a good time out on the water.
Yep.
All right,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for
Thank
having
you
us.
for joining us on Spotlight.